Alright guys, here we are today on the starting line for my very first ever off-road race. I want to begin by saying sorry that the audio quality is not as good as it normally is. My Blue Yeti microphone malfunctioned on me, and I'm using my cell phone as a microphone right now, so bear with me. Anyway, we're on the starting line. I've never done a cross-country race in my life. I did one GP like 15 years ago, which was 45 minutes. I was a lot younger then and riding a lot more. But this race is 2 hours and 1 lap. So I really had not much idea what to expect here. It's a team race, but if you couldn't find a teammate or you wanted to ride the whole race yourself, you could line up on the back row where we are, and it was called the Ironman class. So basically, if you've been watching the channel, you're familiar with my KX250. I'd already had bark busters and stuff on it. I already had a 12-tooth front sprocket. But the night before, I decided to throw a 3.1 gallon IMS oversized tank on it and a skid plate and go for this race, guys. I had no idea if I would need to pit. Everybody was telling me different things. But yeah, here we go. We're ready to start the race.
All right, I believe this is our Ironman row. Everybody here running Ironman. Get them goggles on.
Which side you going from? This side or
Everybody ready to roll? Next row. 10 seconds. What's your flag?
See you in a couple hours.
Guys, first ever cross-country race. Try to remember to pace myself.
Alright guys, so we're off and going. At this point, I really had no idea what to expect. All I knew is that I didn't want to worry about looking to see where the trail went. I had no idea how well marked it was going to be, so I really just kind of wanted to get in and pace myself behind somebody about my speed. Problem is, these two guys in front of me were a little bit below my speed, and I had guys behind me, so I was just kind of in a predicament. Also, in the back of my mind the whole time, I'm wondering if I'm going to have to stop for gas. How long am I going to be able to go before I have to stop for gas? I had some people on Facebook in the KX250 two-stroke group tell me that, yeah, you can go 2 hours, no problem with that 3.1 tank. I had people at the race tell me it was a toss-up. I had other people tell me I definitely have to fuel up. So I had my can in the impound area just in case I was going to have to fuel up. So I had that in the back of my head, not knowing. I also didn't know how the bike was going to perform. It only has 10 hours on the full motor rebuild, and it fouled a spark plug last time I took it and rode it anywhere from home. So I've got a Camelback on my back, and the only Camelback I have is a fairly large one that's a backpack as well. So it's loaded down with water, and I also had a spark plug, some zip ties, tools to change that out, and a couple T-handles. So I'm loaded down pretty good. Looking back now, I'm definitely going to try to lighten that up. I ended up not needing hardly any water whatsoever on this trip. So I'm just kind of letting these guys around me that I can clearly see race off-road, because I'm just out of my element here, guys. Just trying to get in a groove and get away from people. And I want to go ahead and tell you too, I made a major bonehead move, and I turned my GoPro on, but I forgot to hit the power button to turn on my external battery. So I ended up riding for 2 hours and 23 minutes, and I only got like an hour of it recorded. So I'm going to upload it all. I did some talking to the camera now and then. It just really depended on how out of breath I was. But definitely at least keep watching the rest of this lap, because you'll see the mistake I make up here.
I'm already tired. how long until everybody spreads out? I made my first pass and the kid was on a small bike. Did not want to let me around though. Oh, there's a creek. People around. Now I'm back to the Honda.
Alright guys, this is where I made my first huge mistake.
That I was behind earlier in the race. That was a mistake.
You can see he hit a big rock or something going up the hill and got all out of sorts, and I had nowhere to go. And I tried to kind of lift my bike up and walk it a little bit. It was just spinning. I had to end up going back down to the bottom of the hill, just starting over. It was a cluster. And at this point, I'll be honest, I'm kind of thinking to myself, what have I gotten myself into? But able to get down here to the bottom of the hill and give it another shot and get up there and get rolling.
Okay, so I've already learned, do not even attempt the hill until the person in front of you is at the top. Holy cow, Squidzilla. And the guy with the XR 250 just up here, just chugging along. Wouldn't mind settling in behind him for pace. He said he's done like 6 or 7 of these. So I'm sure he's got the pace down.
And that was my biggest fear, was the pace. I didn't know how fast I should be going this early in the race so that I could still finish the race. So I thought, well, I'm just going to tuck in behind somebody like this guy who's raced these before and just try to ride for a while and see how I feel. But that plan didn't even work out for very long because he blows the corner up here, goes on the other side of this tree, so I have to just go around, and now I'm all on my own, guys. I haven't done a lap yet. I had no idea which way the trail goes, not even really sure what the markers look like, and yeah, I'm knee deep in it now.
And I knew that before I came in. I just wanted to not get a flat. These trails are nice. I don't know if these riders I'm passing are slower or if they just know how to pace themselves and I don't. Back around to that hill farm. Wish I had a way to know how much time's elapsed besides looking at my GoPro. These berms were built, or they just kind of grew up. Might be where the water breaks are. Fuck. Nope, got off course for the first time. Squeezes. I'm enjoying it though. Like I said, too much air pressure. I'm on a hard motocross tire. Everybody else getting 25-minute breaks. Mile mark. He said it was a 4-mile lap. So I should be making several of these. moved my clutch lever up some. Starting to have issues gripping it. Okay, I've been through all this before, so it shouldn't come as quite a surprise. Need to make sure. Make sure that I get a run for this hill. Shoo! Just take deep breaths, grab a run for the hill. Nobody in front of me this time. Woo! The spark bus is just paid for itself. Alright. Yeah. A lot easier when nobody goes down in front of you. Sip on some water after I get over So far, fellas, I have to admit, I like the slightly slower but more technical pace. And my first
Alright guys, I just felt like a super squid right here because I just pushed the issue to get around the first guy. The second guy just let me around, and then it's like boom. I couldn't even make it up this hill. I don't know if I was a gear high or if I started spinning. But this hill, I just had to kind of concentrate on it the rest of the day. I had to go up right to the right of this tree, and I'd stay in second, and then just to be safe, I'd shift to first right here and just wheel spin the crap out of it because it started to get so rocky. So then I've got to make my way around the same guy again, and yeah, just lessons learned the whole day.
The guy in front of him went around, but he won't let me around. Kind of hypocritical. I can go one more and maybe pull over.
Here's my pit crew, guys. My buddy Adam over on the left, Krista there with Weston on her back, and Adam's son Tyler over beside her. They kind of kept watch over for me by scoring and let me know how much time was left since I wasn't carrying a watch or anything, which I know to do next time. And just kind of watching my gas can, so in case I needed fuel, they could help me out. So definitely thanks to those guys. Krista probably feels like she rode after carrying Weston on her back for 2.5 hours.
I believe, or no, it said 28, number 28, fourth in my class. I guess it doesn't give you an overall. I'm still learning, guys. Bear with me for all you guys watching this that race cross country all the time. I'm new. I don't know what to do. Oh, this is sketch. I'd rather take it slow than end up covered in mud. I can't believe I geared down so much and got to gear down more. Or maybe just buy a new bike. You didn't hear that, race bike. I still love you. Number plate. Oh.
Well, guys, I have no clue what happened here, but as you can see, the GoPro just froze. It's still picking up the audio, but it just stayed stuck on this footage for the next 3 clips that it breaks it into. So that was like 30 minutes of riding time that I lost out because the GoPro malfunctioned. I'm not sure if it got too hot. I was recording on 2.7K. I think maybe next time I might try to just go down to 1080 since it's going to be recording that long, to save SD space and to save battery. So bummer here, guys, but at least I got the first 35 minutes of it. Yes, so I would end up going on and everything was okay, but I started to my thumb got really tight and I started to get a little bit of cramps in my stomach. Maybe I didn't take in enough water. And then on the second to last lap, my boot sole came off the front of my CD. So every time I'd try to, it was like half on, so it was flapping. And every time I would try to reach down and hit the brake, my boot sole would get caught on the peg and I couldn't get to the brake, which was sketchy. But I finished the race, and I finished in 3rd place in the Ironman class out of like 11 or 12, I think. No idea what the overall was. They never posted those results, but I did 11 laps. Each lap was 4 miles. The guy that won the class did 12. The guy that got second did 11, like me. And then everybody else in the class was down like, somebody did 9, somebody did 7, a few people only did 4 or 5. So I was pretty happy with the way it finished out, man. I had a good time. I got a lot of seat time for $30, and it only took 4 or 5 hours out of my day instead of the entire day. So I'm pumped. I'm going to run some more of these next year. And if you made it this far through the video with me, I truly appreciate the watch time, and I'll see you in the next one.